Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network. Inside the shoe, Aaron Cox joined by women's head coach Katie Pate, coming off, simply put, a dominant win, coach, 64-41, a 23-point win. You guys obviously did it defensively, averaging or giving up only 41 points, and then a surprising amount of threes for you guys as well. 8 3-pointers kicking in for the offense. So really, you got to be happy all around with the performance today.
Yeah, I think this was a great challenge for us. Mars Hill is as scrappy a team as we'll see all season. Jordan Chavis is one of the better guards in our conference. So I felt like the players did a nice job kind of managing the scouting report. We had some special defensive assignments that involved number 15, and Morgan Cooper and Kendall Toynita really stepped up and managed that for us. I think on the offensive side, we knew we were going to see a lot of zone. I felt like the timing and tempo of our three-point shooting was probably as good as we've seen it all year. Coming off the three-point shooting effort we had against Queens University, that's 2 back-to-back games now that we've been patient and steady against zone defenses. I like where we're going with that right now.
Well, you guys, at least traditionally this season, have not been a three-point shooting squad. You know, your offense has been inside out. And so what does that do for you? Obviously, aside from the fact that you're going to score more points, but when you're hitting from three-point land, what does that do for your offense in general?
Well, I think the biggest thing is if we're hitting from the perimeter against those zone defenses consistently, and we're making threes to their twos, gives us a great opportunity to see defenses go back to the man-to-man. Of course, we're a big fan of our inside game, so anytime that we can open up the floor for Chelsea Romero, Brooke Robinson, and Alicia Bell, I really like our chances.
Let's talk about Justice Swango a little bit. She hit 3 threes herself, ends up with 15 points, a game high in every one of them, coming in the second half. She really led your guys' offense. What was it that was working for her in that second half?
Well, again, she and I have talked some these last few days. She's an incredibly adaptable point guard. Her ability to affect offenses in a number of different styles is really one of her biggest gifts. She's starting to learn now that this is a roster that requires a lot of discipline and structure, and that she's able to function very well within that, even from a scoring side. So her shot selection in the moments that she was really a strong offensive presence from the scoring side was well within the set. Her decision-making was on point. She took shots that she knew she had a great offensive success rate with. Her pull-up jump shot is very good right now. So I was just very proud of her control and tempo, helping manage some of the bench things today. Probably one of her best games since she's been a Bear.
I would, at least from what we've seen this season, she's somebody that we've seen a lot of great point work from, assists from, but averaging only 5 points on the season, maybe not 15 every night, but do you look to see this offensive surge continue?
Absolutely. I think, again, as long as she's continuing to learn where those shots are going to come from and where her effectiveness is in the scoring side. Again, when we're pushed out against zone defenses, she knows it's going to free up some scoring opportunities. Against the man-to-man, she knows it's her responsibility to get the ball inside.
One more player I want to talk about was Chelsea Romero. You already mentioned her, typically a big offensive source for you guys. Didn't do a whole lot offensively tonight, but, man, she had a great game defensively for you, ripping down at half a dozen rebounds and at least 3 blocks. I thought she even had a couple more than that. And to Chelsea's credit, when you have a great player like that and they're not seeing some of that same offensive kind of power that she has the opportunity for, especially when we're seeing man-to-man defenses, it's not easy to ask a player to just go down there and grind and defend and get stops and all that, but she did a great job in the first half with some of her block shots, just grabbing them and then controlling the possession afterwards. I respect and appreciate her effort on the defensive side, probably more than she knows, because I know it's not easy when we're not getting the ball to her. But again, just a great sign of a team player. So a win for you guys today. You get yourself to double digits overall as far as wins. You've got 10, a couple of games over 500 in the conference. How do you feel about your team now moving forward?
Sure. Well, we've got one more game before we go into the turn. We'll go down to just a very difficult place to play at Coker College in Hartsville, South Carolina. A team that plays incredibly hard. They've been in a lot of games. I know they've kind of had some highs and lows with injuries, but we need to be very prepared on Wednesday. So we're looking at just the one game in front of us. And, coming off of our first road win at Queens, we need to look to build on that on Wednesday.
Well, congratulations. A big 23-point win today. A lot of things went right, so at least enjoy it for today, and you can really start working about Wednesday here shortly.
Yes, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you, as always.
Coach Katie Pate, we'll take a quick break now, but here in just a handful of minutes, we're coming back with the men's game as they also take on Mars Hill here on the Bears Sports Network.
Go Bears!